The Aston Martin DB11 2026 just dropped, and I need to ask you something wild. What if this is the year Aston secretly built the grand tourer that finally bends both luxury and performance into something no rival saw coming? And what if there's a hidden feature buried deep inside this car that flips the entire ownership experience on its head? Stay with me, because the reveal hits later and you won't want to miss it. You look at this thing from the outside and it doesn't just sit there, it waits for you. The long hood feels like it's hiding a heartbeat, the new LED signatures have this predatory calm, and the sculpted sides catch light like they're carved from liquid metal. Even parked, it has that quiet confidence the Porsche 911 wishes it could borrow for just one weekend. But the moment you walk closer, something subtle pulls you in, and it's not what you expect, because the real surprise starts once you're inside. Slide into the cabin and the world outside just melts. The leather feels warm, the stitching feels deliberate, and the entire cockpit tilts toward you like the car's whispering, "Let's go somewhere you'll actually remember." The redesigned seats hug you without grabbing, and the ambient lighting softens the edges of every tough day. Even the smell, this mix of leather and brushed metal, reminds you why screens will never replace craftsmanship. But the comfort isn't the wild part. Because hidden in all this calm is a blast of futuristic tech that flips the mood instantly. The new floating infotainment system responds almost as fast as your thoughts, and the AI-driven navigation learns your habits like a co-pilot that genuinely pays attention. The digital gauge cluster has this gorgeous depth effect that feels alive. And here's the surprise feature, a microclimate, personal cocoon mode that syncs the temperature, seat tension, and cabin soundscape to your stress level detected through the steering wheel. That's sci-fi energy right there. Real quick, would you want this feature in more luxury cars? Drop it in the comments. Now let's talk about what happens when this thing actually moves. Under the hood, the 2026 DB11 pulls from a twin-turbo V8 upgraded to around 600 horsepower with tighter boost control and a wider torque band, pushing 0 to 60 in the mid-3-second range without feeling twitchy or reckless. It's smooth, measured power, like a punch wrapped in silk. The 8-speed automatic snaps through gears with this clean, confident rhythm, and the adaptive suspension reads the road like it's scanning ahead for your comfort. Even fuel efficiency gets a family-friendly nod with smarter cylinder deactivation that gives you decent range on long drives. But the biggest mystery is still coming, and the car hides it where you'd least expect. Aston packed the DB11 with a new safety innovation they haven't bragged about yet, a predictive impact softening cabin shield that subtly repositions the seat and tightens the bolsters milliseconds before a potential impact, using external sensor triangulation. It's not dramatic, not flashy, but it's the kind of quiet protection that lets families breathe easier on highways. And yes, this is the reveal I teased earlier. It's small, invisible, but game-changing. Now picture yourself owning this. Friday night, stress melting as the cabin cocoon mode kicks in, your favorite playlist hums through the speakers, and the long road ahead feels like an escape instead of a chore. You grip the wheel, the V8 hum settles your thoughts, and for a moment you feel like life finally gave you room to breathe. Because this car doesn't just move you, it mirrors you. So here's the verdict. The Aston Martin DB11 2026 is breathtaking in design, mesmerizing in comfort, and bold in performance, but its tech pushes it into a new, slightly controversial territory some purists might hesitate over. Is that a deal breaker or a new era? Tell me what you think. Backhand index pointing right, smash that like button if this car deserves the spotlight, drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe, because the next one might just blow this away.